Hey, how's it going? Whitetail Hunter here. We're exactly 7 days from when I put this big-n-beasty in the plot here. It was last Sunday when I planted it, so we got a little bit of rain. I think it looks pretty daggone nice. It's not too tight. Of course, you'll see some spots where it's a little tighter than others, and I'm not positive. I got a few spots that's just a little bit light, but I don't know if I'm going to change that or not, because they got to have some room to grow. The rain didn't move the seed around a whole lot. It's always hard to tell because you can't hardly see that turnip seed, but there's still some smaller ones germinating. Then you got some bigger ones. It depends on where the moisture's been holding in at. We got a couple little quick downpours today. Didn't amount to much, didn't even get a 1/4 inch, but it was enough to get you soaked if you ran for the car. But you can see I got a nice little spread going on up here. Sometimes it looks like a little extra seed fell out in a few spots. But see, you get over like this here, that's actually looking good. You figure you get some big old turnips in there, they got to have some room to grow. And of course you're going to have some deer eating the leaves off some stuff, so it won't grow. But this is the first time I've been back here since the 29th, when I first noticed it germinated already from the 26th. So it's all getting to going here. I'll probably give it 2 or 3 more weeks, and then I'll hit it with some urea. Look at there. That's probably a vole right there, getting in there into my turnip plot. But I'm pretty satisfied with it so far. I'll give you an update. This is only a 7-day update. I didn't do nothing through that. I widened that out, but I didn't put any extra seed in there, nothing. That's just clover I planted from last year, and I had winter rye in there, and I mowed that out so the clover would take off, and it did. But I ran that big-n-beasty right on around the corner down here. Wouldn't hurt to go on down here and take a peek around the corner. I didn't quite get all the vegetation out there, but one thing about brassicas, they get such a big leaf on them. If they get going, they'll shade most other plants out and take over. Some other plants that need to have some sun, and the brassicas will steal all of it. Oh yeah, I got some nice germination in there. This is where it's going to have to battle up with a little grass and weeds up here, but I think she'll win the battle if she can get going. That'll be interesting. Yeah, she's getting sprouting out throughout here. That's all big-n-beasty, and then it runs clear back up over that hill. So I'm pretty satisfied with it looks like. I don't want to put the urea on too quick when they're small. End up burning them. There's no big hurry about it. Get 2 or 3 weeks of good growth after germination, and get a little bit of size to them, and then pour the urea to them and watch them bounce. Hopefully I'll get this baby hot wired off, and I'll change the flow of the deer around here for a while. I might let them have that in plot to get them used to eating them, and then grow this up. And this here could be a turkey feather. This here could be a good kill plot eventually, especially if I can keep them out of here and get this stuff. Some real big tall turnips. Man, the turkeys are I don't know if that video you saw the other day, all them dust bowls are all turkeys. They're dusting up like crazy. No shortage of turks. Anyway, I'd like to take care of that vole. I got just a thing for him. He'll be out here digging up my turnips. I cut that little path through there with my tractor. I cut that other path over there through there too. Back to another little food plot. And my 360 plot watcher camera. Man, I just look like I got a pretty nice even spread. I cheated this time too. I sat in the back of my neighbor's Ranger, and he took off, and I was rolling backwards quite a bit and shooting seed in the sky, but up and down this hill's pretty steep, and we were trying to crunch for time, so I was seeding out of the back of the Ranger. But it looked like it worked out pretty well. So, over right in here, it looked like it's got about a 10-foot bare spot, and I may just watch that for a couple of days, and I may come in here, come up here with my seeder and just give it a couple cranks here and there. But I don't think there's too many spots like that. I mean, this is not thin to me. Looking a little thin right in there, but there's still plants growing, and there might be something else still coming up. Main thing, I don't want to get them too tight. We had that 1.5 inch rain, and I don't think it moved any seed at all. Wherever the seed's at, it's just the way it fell out of the seeder when I was filling the bag, or like right there. Those will be too tight, but it must have spilled a little out of the bag or something. But they'll eat them all. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the whole thing. And of course, I think if I remember right, I was mowing that bottom clover field off the other day, and I did end up coming up here and taking care of this top clover field. I had to do a little work on my cane cutter. I bought a used one, and the head was just a little bit cocked on it, so we took her apart today and did a little work on her and put her back together. She was catching the blade on the back lip, or on the front lip. But I just trimmed all this off with the cane cutter the other day. Clipped the tops off. Still left it plenty thick. Hole. Still left it plenty thick, and this clover's just been a heck of a food plot. And up there where I got that brush all bucked up in that brush pile, everything likes to hang around up by that and cross by it, and it's cut in the middle of a food plot. I got my plot watcher camera up there, and this clover, half the time they don't leave it. They come out here and they're in it 24/7, and it just shoots up racks up the pictures on the plot watcher camera. But they bed in this stuff, they lay in it, they lay in it all night, they eat it all day, they eat it all night. It's crazy, but it's a tough field, that's for sure. They ain't gonna, if you're gonna put some clover in like this, and you ain't gonna have to worry about getting 30 or 40 deer in here eating it, or more, bothered the clover, and you're still gonna have to mow it. This is a good plot. You go back in my YouTube videos, and you can see when this was just bare mud when I was planting it. But I'm switch out a few batteries, and was checking out my food plots back here. Thought I'd throw up this video and show you a little bit of progress on the big-n-beasty, and I think things are moving along well. Got a little sprinkle today, like I said, and things are getting rooted in a little better. Seed won't be moving around as much, and may come back and touch up just a little bit, but I don't think I'm going to do much. Anyway, I may go look into picking up my hot wire, and that'll be my next adventure. But for now, I'm getting excited. You got the whitetail hunter. We're out of here. You guys better get busy on your food plots. Have a blessed day.